Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa and today I am going to be doing my paycheck budget from December 9th through the 22nd. So I am using this Clever Fox, what is this, a notebook maybe? No, Clever Fox dotted journal. And I went ahead and wrote down my categories to save a little bit of time. Before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what's been going on before we get into the budget part of this video. I haven't really been recording a lot of videos because I went crazy and spent a ton of money and really was just very embarrassed about how irresponsible I have been with my money. So to make a long story short-ish, I have a spending problem. That's how I ended up in debt, and Christmas shopping just kind of unleashed the beast. So with that being said, I am kind of starting over just from scratch at this point. My house savings is zero. I blew through all of that money plus all of my Christmas money, and I'm just kind of embarrassed. I didn't really want to get on here and do a video and not be honest about it, so I just didn't do videos at all. But I can say that I have a plan to get back on track, and like I said, everything's just kind of starting all over again, even my sinking funds. I have a dental appointment on Tuesday. I need to get a crown done, and Chewy and Tink have their vet appointment on Friday the 9th, and they both need shots. So I'm expecting that I'll probably not have much of my sinking fund money left either. And so I'm just starting fresh right now. And for anybody that's struggling with finances, like, you can restart at any time. You don't have to continue on that path, identify the problem, and find a solution. I think I've got a really good plan for next year, and I am excited to share that with you when I do my my yearly budget video. So please stay tuned for that. And again, I am sorry for the lack of videos, but I went off the rails. You know, it's a problem, and you know, I backstepped quite a bit, but I'm ready to get back on track and move forward. So I'm going to be kind to myself. I am acknowledging that I have a spending problem, and I overspent and blew through my sinking fund savings and what I did have saved for my home. But I'm committed to being back on track with a goal in mind, and I'm excited to share that journey with you. So I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. You're probably watching budgeting videos because, you know, you're probably having a tough time with your budget. Maybe you also have an issue with spending, or maybe you're just looking for some inspiration. But I'm human. That is, without a doubt, I'm flawed. I have issues just like everybody else, and I'm excited to start over again. So I'm going to forgive myself for what I've done, and it's time to move forward with a new budget and a new plan. So for those of you who are going to stick around, I really appreciate you, and have some good things coming in 2023. All right. So now that I've gotten all of that out of the way, let's talk about my paycheck budget. So I've decided I'm no longer going to do monthly budgets. And here's the reason why. I'm a paycheck budgeter. That's what makes sense to me. A calendar month is something that is really hard for me to budget. So I'm going to do a yearly budget and then do paycheck budgets because, like I said, the way my paychecks hit every other Friday, it's not in a calendar month, and calendar month budgets throw me off every time. So we're going to stick with paycheck budgets. That's the first change. And then let's go ahead and get this done. I'm talking way too much. And my goal is to just record, do minimal editing, upload, and publish videos instead of trying to over edit or cut things out. I'm just going to leave all the mistakes and blunders in the video. And I hope you guys enjoy it either way. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So my income for my paycheck is $1,500, and I have been living off of $1,500 for a long time. And I will continue to live off of $1,500 regardless of any raises I might get or bonuses. So $1,500 is the amount, and then I have my expenses. So I'm going to start again to set aside half of my rent. So my rent is $620. That includes $500 for the actual rent, $92 for the internet, and then the remaining amount of that is for the trash bill. And so half of 620 is going to be $310. Then we have the water bill. Let's talk about the water bill. I woke up last week? Yeah, last week to water gushing out from underneath the house. We had a pipe that had bursted, and so I am expecting a really high water bill on the 20th when it becomes due, and so I'm budgeting $100. It's usually $20. Now, will it be that much? I don't know. Maybe it'll be more. There's no telling, but I'm going to budget $100 just to be on the safe side. Then I have Netflix, and Netflix is $16.55. Then we have the electric bill, and I did, of course the air conditioning wants to kick on or heat. I went back through the last year's worth of electric bills, and last December it was $148, and the temperature is around the same as it was last year. So I'm going to budget $150. So $150, and that's going to be due on the 9th. So total of all of the expenses, see, we've got $310 plus $100, $1655 plus $150 is $576.55. And then we have cash envelopes. First category that we have is food, and this covers human food, fur babies food, and household supplies. So pretty much anything that you would get at Walmart, that's what this budget is for. And I budget $100 per week, so that's going to be $200 this check. Then I have personal spending, and spending is going to get $50 a week, so that's $100 for this check. And if you're wondering why my spending is up, I'm going to tell you that we decided to have ladies come in and clean every other week. And that's just going to be my spending money, is cleaning, because it's hard for me to do. Carol Ann's gone a lot, so it kind of is left to me to do all the deep cleaning. And this just kind of frees me up to be able to do other things. And it is going to be a time saver more than anything else, so that I can do more of the things that I love, like filming YouTube videos and doing Etsy stuff. So my spending is $100, but it is already earmarked for the cleaning ladies. It's definitely not a need. It's definitely a want, but I think treating myself to cleaning ladies every 2 weeks is, I think it's, what's the right word? I can't think of the right word, but it's like a treat for myself, and I'm going to allow myself that treat. I'm debt-free, and so I've been kind of relaxed about the spending budget, not giving myself very much, and so I'm just going to I'm going to allow that. I feel like I need to explain it. Like, maybe you guys wouldn't agree with having cleaning ladies, or maybe you might think it's a unnecessary expense. Why don't you do it yourself? I mean, I get those kind of comments about the lawn too. Like, why don't you just mow it yourself? And the fact of the matter is, like, physically, it's hard on me. And if I can pay somebody to do it and I have the money to do so, then why not? So that's kind of the mindset. I'm going to stop trying to explain why I want cleaning ladies now. The fact of the matter is, I've got a line item in my budget. I've allocated it for spending, and that's what it's going to be. Then we have the lawn care, and that is going to get $75. The guy comes every other week, and right now all he's doing, bless his heart, is blowing leaves, because there are leaves everywhere. Then I have gas for my car. I have a 2014 Kia Soul that is paid for, and I budget $10 a week, so that's going to be $20 this check. I don't really go a whole lot of places, so that's, it's been enough for me to put enough gas in my car to get where I need to go on $20. And then last cash expense is my daughter. She's in grad school, and I give her $80 a week, and so that's going to be $160, and she spends that on gas, food, whatever. She's actually out of town for the next several weeks on a clinical rotation, so this money is, become really important to her, because she needs to buy everything herself while she's gone. All right, let's add this up. $200 for food, $100 for spending, $75 for the lawn, $20 for gas, and $160 for my daughter is $555. Then we move on to sinking funds, and my sinking funds are like mini savings envelopes where I have like a set amount or a goal, and I just set aside a little bit of money every single paycheck, so that when events come up, like my car insurance premium every 6 months, I have enough money in the envelope to pay it in full. So with that said, I've changed my envelope from Christmas to gifts. So for 2023, I have 13 people in my family that I purchase gifts for. And I have decided for every single person, the Christmas budget is $50 and the birthday budget is $25. And then $50 for Mother's Day, $50 for Father's Day. And so if you take 13 times 50, that's $650. 13 times 25 is $325, so that's $650 and $325. $650 plus $50 for Mother's Day, $50 for Father's Day is $100, so that's $1,075. Dividing that by 26 paychecks, so that is $41 and some change. So I am going to set aside $40 because I don't. So $40 each paycheck is what I'll set aside. I plan on doing, because I have a spending problem, clearly, I'm deciding to do gifts a little bit different this year. I'm going to shop throughout the year, meaning if I see something that I think my mom's going to like, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up and tuck it away, so that I'm not spending a boatload of money all at once, because that, like, honestly sends me off the rails. And it happened last year too. I'm pretty sure it did. And it happened again this year. And so I'm going to try to pick up gifts as I see them and tuck them away for later, so that, I don't have to spend $50 per person. If I find something that's less, that's okay. But I'm going to limit myself. And I hope picking up something here and there that is unique and something that that person would love is going to help keep me on track, so I'm not spending a boatload of money all at once. So gifts. Then we have fur babies. I've got 3 cats and a dog, and I'm going to set aside $40 or $20 a week for them as well. My car insurance is also going to get $20 a week, so that's $40. And then last is car maintenance. That's going to get $20 a week, and that's going to be $40. So just for simplicity, I'm just keeping them all the same. And it'll cover anything that I need. So that's a total of $160 for sinking funds. Then I have my Roth IRA, and if you didn't know, the contribution limits for 2023 have increased to $6,500. But since we're still in 2022, my contribution every paycheck is $230. But as soon as the first of the year hits, I will increase that to $250 per paycheck. So now let's take my income and subtract all of this and see how much is left over, see if we have any money for house savings. So $1,500 minus $576.55 minus $555 for cash envelopes, minus $160 for sinking funds, and then minus $230 for IRA is going to leave me a negative $21.55. So obviously I did this up front, so I already knew it was in the negative. And so here's my thought on this. I'm not going to have anything to go towards house savings, and that's okay. And my remaining is a negative $21.55. So how am I going to make up this difference? Well, I'm hoping that the water bill is not going to be $100. That's the first thing. So I think I have a little bit of wiggle room here. And then I also have wiggle room in my food budget. So even though I have $200 earmarked for food, I can knock that down to $150 and make sure I have enough money. But I'm going to wait until that water bill comes in before making any decisions, because I'm okay right now. I don't have to take out all of this cash envelope money all at once. I can do the first week and wait and see what the water bill is going to be on the 20th and make a decision. So yes, I'm in the red this time, but I'm not really too worried about it because there's still some wiggle room in the budget. Okay, well, I think that's everything, guys. Thank you to those of us who have stuck around while I've been kind of flaky the last couple months. And if you choose to stick around, even though I am flawed and have a serious spending problem, thank you so much. I really do appreciate you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and do a yearly budget as well. So stay tuned for that because that'll be coming up next. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel. And I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you're at. Bye.